It's me, Tina from Ideas and Embellishment, and welcome back to my channel. What you see right here, I have, okay, this is a mess, but I painted the edges. I'm working on this book again, and I painted the edges with this khaki color right here. Khaki? I know I'm not real happy with this, so what I'm going to do is take some sari silk and I'm going to paste it inside of this on the crack on both sides of this one part where the tape is. I think I'm just going to use a little brush, of course, and make a mess. Because I did use my cloth. I used my heater, my heat tool, and it kind of, let's just say it burned in a couple. It melted. It melted the, I'm going to make sure it melted the tape in some places. This is really nice, and did I get it in there? Maybe I didn't get it in there. Let's make sure I get it all in there. This is, I'm gonna make sure it's in that hole, the crease, hole, whatever. This is just to be good. And we'll do that on all of these. Why this isn't dry. A little glue on top, can't hurt. All right, I'm gonna take another piece. I like the thicker pieces. I'll do this on both sides. Sit. So, I'm just putting this, I just have it on a piece of paper plate. Because it, so, oops. I don't want that to be trying to, y'all can't see, but it's hanging over the bottom. Sorry. I probably should do it this way so y'all can see. I mean that crease. Just give it a little extra. Let's see. Okay, and then I'm gonna do the same thing on the other side. Let me get a piece on this side. And whoops, I just set this on glue because I'm just, if you can see right here, I don't know if you can see that, it burned a little bit. the, what did I do with my, here they are. Let me just get a couple of pieces and put this away. There, put this away. I'm just trying to up here. And I hope everybody's doing okay. I'm just hanging out. So I don't know what was going on with my dog last night. My cattle dog, he was feeling very cuddly. He decided he wanted to cuddle me. Normally he sleeps at the bottom of the bed, but last night, man, he wanted to be right up next to me. So I had him on one side, and the littles, I have 2 Chihuahuas, and they were on the other side. They like to be underneath the blanket. Underneath the blanket and right on next to me. So they were right next to me. On one side and Dakota on the other side. So it was a little difficult for me to go to sleep, but I did. And I guess you could use fabric. Sometimes I like to use the sari silk in the middle just because it's so thin, and it just, you know, it's stronger than you would think for this stuff. It just really is really kind of strong. For something so lightweight. Okay. So I painted all these. I'm also going to be putting, come on now. It doesn't want to. Come on. I want it to be flat as possible. Okay, so I can put this back in the water. Put my fabric scissors away. And what I have done is I've printed off pieces of this paper. What I was thinking about doing is, this is the outside, right? And this is the inside. So I'm going to do this. I can go ahead and do this. I want the whole inside to be with this same pattern, is what I decided, to make it cohesive. And this is from, looks like I had 4 of these from my Porch Prints. Oh, I had 4. I do have 4. There you go. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to measure. This is going to be, and I want it to be to here. So we're going to say 5, a little more, almost. Let's see, if we did 5 and 5/8 this way. And what I want to do is make it so that the 5 and 5/8 is so it's in the center. So I'm not exactly sure how to do that. I guess I'm just going to, first of all, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to cut off the edges, the white edges. Okay, and then I'm going to do this. I think the easiest thing to do, because we're doing it to this line right there. Excuse me. I'm going to get this right here. I'm going to use my center ruler. Three. So it looks like not 2 1/4. 2. It looks like 2 1/2. No, that's 3. I'm looking at it. It's hard because of this from here. That's 3. That's 3. 2 3/4. I'm trying to look at this. And then you look at this as the center, and then you say 2 3/4, 2 3/4. So if I do that, then I can take this, I can put this in the middle. Which is like 4 1/8, and I can say this is the middle. Let me go, where's my pencil? I know this is clear as mud, and I can go 2 3/4 and 2 3/4 on this side, and that should fit good. Does that make sense? I'm using that, so I would be, because I want this design to be in the middle. So I'll do that again with, although I'm not that worried about, watch this be wrong. So this, see now it would fit in the middle with a little bit on the edge. So now I can just go down to this part. And cut it off. Now what I want to do, because I do want to make a little bit of a inky pink ink around the edge. Did y'all understand how I did that? So this will go here, and I'm going to use, because this is paper, I'm going to use Fabri-Tac, and I should probably go around the edges. So I'm going to go around the edges with my tape. And yesterday I cut out a bunch of tags, not a bunch, of cards and tags and different things. Excuse me, to go into, because what I want to be, my vision is that whoever gets this, whoever buys it, I'm going to put it in my Etsy store, will have, you know, be able to put pictures and stuff in the journal if they want to. because it's not actually going to be a junk journal per se. It's going to be a journal. It's a journal, but they'll be able to I haven't decided. I was thinking about, you know, they'll be able to play with it, add stickers. That's one of the things I really like to do, is add stickers to my stuff. I think I'm going to do it this way. And what I like to do when I have Fabri-Tac is I put it down in the center. And then you can line it up before you. Yeah, so, and I think that matches pretty good. I'm not sure why. Pretty well. But I want all of it to be like that, if you know what I'm saying. So it looks like I've got it this way. So let me show you what I did again. What I did is I said, so this is from here to here. So I am trying to take this in the center, and I'm looking at this line and this line, right like that. I'm putting in the center, and I'm saying, I'm looking at, I need to have the same amount of space on either side. So right now, that's 3, but it's not 3 on the other side. So right now, it looks like it's 2 and 7/8. See, it's right on that line is 2 and 7/8, and on this line it's 2 and 7/8 right there. But I'm going to come in a little bit, so 2 3/4 on either side. 2 3/4. So then I take this, well, one of them anyway, and I go in the middle. In the middle is 4 1/4, and then from here I can go 2 3/4 and 2 3/4, and then that should fit right in the middle. See what I'm saying? That's what I was showing to show you that way. So then I can take this. Those center rulers can come in really handy sometimes. I believe it's a Tim Holtz ruler. Oh, you know what I need to do is I need to keep some of that. Actually, I'll do it with the little ones. I'll do the little ones. And then I will take this, put it down here, and figure out where I want the bottom to go. And it would be about there. Like that. And I ink it. What did I do with my, yeah. I should probably speed this up. But I keep thinking Leo might start talking. I'm being very quiet. I really love the way the book came out. I really like making books. I think they're a lot of fun to make. I don't know why. I just think they are. I need to order new glue for a while. And this has been lasting me for a while, but... I want it to be the same way. Looks like it might be a little crooked, but it's okay. I think maybe this is good enough. Probably dry enough. Yeah, pretty dry. Okay, now for these two, it's going to be a little different because they're smaller, but I still want the middle. So these are going to be, this looks like 1 3/4, 1 3. See, this is a 2. This is 1 3/4, 1 3/4. So we're going to do it that way. So 1 3/4, 1 3/4. And we'll have these things on the sides that I'm probably going to keep and put on the middle. At least one of them in the middle right there. Because why not? See, that'll go just like that. And this one I need to cut off right here. You can't see at the bottom, sorry. Cut off this. And because I rounded these corners. Just gives me a nice base to put everything on. I haven't even heard about what you guys think. I haven't looked at the comments or anything. Some people have said they wanted me to do some scrapbooking. So I have an idea of something that I want to do, a scrapbook spread that I need to do. I enjoy, sometimes I have to be in the mood to do scrapbooking. I'm probably not in the frame. I am sorry. I'm basically just pulling off this tape and sticking stuff down. So anyway, you guys have seen kind of how I do this. So I don't think I need to show you how to cover all of this up again. How much is this time? Yeah, 25 minutes of doing this. It's probably enough, but maybe it doesn't matter. Maybe I can just talk. I'm going to cover the front the same way as I covered the back. I don't think you guys need to watch this. So I will be back. Okay, I'm back. So what I've done is I have covered everything with all of the papers from the kit. Here's the front. Here's the back. Here's the spine. And because it's handmade, it's not going to be perfect. I mean, there's going to be some blemishes and different things like that. One of the things that I wanted to do, I made this out of a piece of acetate, and all I did was put washi tape around the edges because I think it looks really pretty. And I am going to take this and I am going to put on 3 sides right here. What? Now, if you're, and I want to be able to put stuff in it. Now, just some information, and you probably, I may have already said this before, but if you want to use something where you're actually going to put stuff in it, it's better to go ahead and use glue, because tape can end up, I want to make it so it looks kind of like, yeah. Tape can end up being kind of, well, it is sticky, but I'm just saying it won't, it'll stay sticky. It won't, like glue will dry, obviously, and become kind of hard. So when you put something in here, it's not going to get stuck to the tape. It might, if you have tape, it might get stuck to the tape. So I've cut a piece of cardboard here. Oh, it's actually just, it's not cardboard, it's Tina, cardstock. And I'm going to make this, I think I'm gonna go ahead and actually, I am not. Let me cut this off. I'm not going to do that. I changed my mind. I am going to do this, but I'm going to do it 1/2 inch. I'm thinking as I go. I'm thinking as I go. 1/2 inch. Okay. And this is going to be, I'll go ahead and do this. I'm not going to worry that it's white on one side. I'm going to go ahead and do 1/2 inch on this side. An inch on this side, because what I want to do is put this here. I'll just put some. Look at me, it's not the right. It's fine. Let's do it this way. I need to, I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to do this. Let me try this again. I didn't make it long enough because I remembered that I made it with, that I cut the first thing out with a little bit of a border. So I'm just going to do this. And just do that. And I can cut this out. I actually could just leave it like that, couldn't I? Except I don't want to. So I'm going to cut this off. So this will go like this. And then, because I want this to be like a flip. And then this, I'll cut off at the bottom right here. And I'm going to make and then again with the covering, cover this like this. And down here like this. Cut that out. Alrighty, now I'm gonna move this, put this up here. Over here. And I want to take this one, whoops. Do I have any more of that? I think I don't. I put it in here though. I will find something that is, find something, because it needs to be like really, oh, this is perfect. I'll keep that. All right, so we'll take this and we'll go around the edges a little bit. Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. Hello. I wanted, I lost my mind. Although now I'm going to have to continue. Don't really have a lot of, I wanted to go around the edges of this. Like that. Okay. I think I'm just gonna not worry about the edges too much. I'll go ahead and go as far up as I can. Sure, there's no, of course there's going to be. Make sure there's no, none of that. And this will go right here. You know, actually, I'm thinking about something else. Let me do something else. I'm going to do, I only want it to be about to here. Yes, let's cut off a little bit. Y'all, I am losing my mind. I have decided, first of all, if I'm going to do one side, I'm going to have to do the other side. So I'm going to make sure, we'll cut all of this extra off. I have just made, I have an idea. And then, because what I have here is, wherever they are, is a pen. And these pens like this. And I want to be able to put a pen right here. And that will be a pretty cool idea right there for this pen, I think. So then I can cut off about that much. Yes. This is how we're going to do it. I'm going to go ahead and cut these again. And then we can go ahead and how much time have I got? It's not too bad. Okay, now I'm going to put this here. Make sure there's a lot of glue. Put this here. I'm going to go ahead and put that like that. Like that. Right. Now I'm going to take this pen and see how probably let's go with about like that. For now, probably have to, I don't know how long it's going to be, but these are, just so you know, in case you need to know, these are, Pentel RSVP pens, the fine point. Now I have this, which is just a dowel. See how far down this will go. Don't need that much. Let's go ahead and cut some of this off. I think there are people who actually have the measurements down. I don't. I think I need to. Some of y'all have done this before and you're yelling at me. I can hear you. But, sorry, I have no idea what I'm doing. So this is... Oops. I think I need to cut a little more off. Watch me cut too much off. I think all right. It will fit. I know it will. Let me use a little dowel. Let's see if this will work better. I just need it to get down in there. I think that's probably what's going to happen right there. So I'm just going to clip this off. That, put this down in the middle. And then we have a matching pen. Yay. Little matching pen. Where'd I go with this? I'm going to take a piece of this. I am just going by the seat of my pants right now. I think I want it like this. So I'm going to take this, I'm going to glue this. I have gotten this not right. Let that dry for a few minutes and make sure that it still goes in. Yes, like that. Okay, while that's drying, what I want to do is take some of these. Whoops. I can go ahead and put this over here. And I have these pretty pictures from the kit. And we'll put this one at the bottom. Right like this. This will be on this side. Sure, this is like that. And then this one. Give me this. I'm going to put that right there. It's like, all right. And then this one, the same way. And then I have lots of pockets to go in here. Lots of pockets. Lots of, excuse me. Lots of, excuse me, lots of tags. Excuse me. Okay. I don't think I need this much. I think just that much. Let me go ahead and just kind of ink this up a little bit. I'm gonna good idea. There, like that. Let that dry. I'm getting glue everywhere. And I think I'm going to put that right like that. You hardly even see it. I'm going to go ahead and glue that good. Well, or use glue. Oh, I did not. It's okay. There. Make sure I don't get that on there. Go ahead and hold that down for a minute. Okay, so we have that, we have the pen, we have this. And then on the front here, I also want to put some sort of, maybe an envelope or something that has other cards in it too. Or maybe, I'll do that. Anyway, on this side right here, I need to put a place for this. And what I wanted to do is make just a little pocket for this to go into. So I think I'm going to make it out of something a little bit more substantial. So I'm probably going to use this. So I'm going to go right up to the edge of that. And I'm going to make a mark. And then I'm going to do 1 inch, like that mark. I'm going to put it on the inch mark, the mark that I made, and I'm going to do 1 more inch, like that. You know, I need it to be about the same width as this. So I think I'm going to pull it out a little bit, and I'm going to do this, make a mark there, and then I'm going to make that mark about a 1/2 inch, put that mark on there, and then about a 1/2 inch. Oh, I can't. I'm gonna have to. I'm making a mess. I'm gonna have to do a 1/2 inch more. Okay. And hopefully this will work. So then I'm gonna get my scoreboard. An inch. I don't know. I'm gonna have to. 1 inch. I like to do both sides on heavy cardboard. Okay. Then cut this. And we need to, like, didn't have to dry fit it. Good, I have some of this left. I need that. I think it'll work. All right, so we'll do that. Put this aside again. And what we're gonna do is glue this down to here. This is what you need to do, like glue that down right there. All right. Or that has to just go on the inside. If it's not on the inside, it'll catch. I just want this to be able to be removed, so here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do it this way, which I should have done anyway. This here. I want to make sure this does like this. Yep. And we'll put a piece of tape right there. Plain old Scotch tape. Ugh, I made it. You don't see it, but still. Yes, now, I think I messed up. I need to cut this off. I need to cut these. I don't want them to interfere with that back. If you understand, I don't want it to. I'm sorry, I'm just putting glue that has dried. Glue here. Okay, I'm going to put this down here again. And then what I'm going to do is get a couple of clips. Here, put it here. Some clips. I think, and I'm going to cover this up and then I'll be back, but I think I'm going to have to do a part 3 because this is getting pretty long. So I'm going to do another part and I will see you later. Bye.